I'm Aaron Hallett, reporter from muscletalk.co.uk. I'm here with Brian Bachelador, working for the British Powerlifting Congress. First of all, what's your thoughts about the Body Power 2010 Expo?
No, it's excellent. I mean, last year when they started this concept, we knew automatically this was a big leap forward. Britain's been screaming out for something like this for a long time, so it's ideal. Yeah.
Excellent. So what events have you got here today?
We've got, last year we had the British Bench Press Championships. This year what we've done is we combined a deadlift with it, so we called it a push-pull championships. So during the early part of the competition, they'll be doing the bench press, and then this afternoon they'll go on to a deadlift. I mean, there'll be some huge benches here and some huge deadlifts. I'm expecting Andy Bolton to go well over 900 pounds on the deadlift today.
Wow, so who have we got competing here today?
We've got Craig Coombs, who's the current world champion at 110. Incredible athlete, benched over 700 pounds, squatted over 1,000 pounds. I'm expecting him to smash the bench press record. Again, like I mentioned, Andy Bolton, Gareth Davis and Chris Jenkins, the world's top two 90-kilo lifters. So yeah, there'll be some huge lifts here today.
Excellent. You're also known for your nutritional side of the sport.
Yeah.
And you do some work with CNP, I hear?
Yeah, you know, I formulate for CNP and I oversee the R&D side of it. To be honest, you know, they're the only company really that have put themselves out in the strength sports. Strength coaches now are employed, you know, in the arena of all modern sport, from rugby, track and field to powerlifting. Powerlifting was the base for the strength training for all of these sports, and CNP are, you know, the first company over here really to recognise it, and they support the top lifters as well.
So nutrition with powerlifting,
yeah.
How important do you think it is?
It's essential. I mean, you know, today athletes would be foolish to turn their back on this side of it and think it only applies to bodybuilding. And because, like boxing, you know, powerlifters compete within a weight class. All of them are tight at the weight. You know, they come in with a 24-hour weigh-in. A lot of them are putting on 10 kilos in those 24 hours. You know, their nutritional approach is pretty much the same as any pro bodybuilder, really.
For a new trainer looking to start out on powerlifting, what would be your biggest part of a piece of advice?
Cover the basics, stick with the basics. You know, technique is a huge part of it, and you really can't put in too much time on technique. Get your technique right. It's important to nail that in the early days, and to get the nutritional side of it right for your recovery from day one, because, you know, being that Spartan with your lifestyle much later in life, it is really hard, you know, to make those adaptations. You know, powerlifting used to be thought as weight training for lazy bodybuilders, but, you know, to get to the top these days, when you see these guys, what they're lifting, the guys lifting today at 90 kilos are lifting the same as super heavyweights were lifting 15 years ago, you know what I mean? So there's not one stone they leave unturned, you know.
So over the three main lift, bench, deadlift and squat,
yeah.
Who do you think is the most strongest in the UK at this point?
Oh, Andy Bolton. Andy Bolton is the strongest, strongest athlete in history. I mean, he's the only man to lift over 1,000 pounds on the deadlift. He's done it more than once. In history, you've got maybe 5 people that have pulled 900 pounds. Only one of them repeated that. Andy Bolton's pulled over 900 pounds 27 consecutive times. But what most people don't know is he holds the world record in the squat as well, 551 kilos. He squatted over 1,200 pounds too, you know.
So up and coming names, have you got anyone on the horizon?
Yeah, I mean, there's a very good junior lifting here today at 100 kilos, Josh Hill, son of the ex-England international rugby Mick Hill. And there's a few like him, incredible athlete, really raw, brute strength. I saw the kid squat 400 kilos the other week, and when he comes out, I mean, check the size of his pins. You see the legs on this guy; they're as big as any bodybuilder at his height. You know, he's incredible.
Excellent. Well, I'll let you get back to the stand. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you for your interest. Cheers.
My name's Aaron Hallett, reporter for muscletalk.co.uk.